Hallelujah, Broncos country. We've actually got some real news here for the Denver Broncos. It has been announced by NFL insider Aaron Wilson that the Denver Broncos are working out and expected to sign former USFL defensive tackle Dondrea Tillman, who played for the three-time champion Birmingham Stallions. This is the time of year where we're going to see kind of that final round of UFL players that are going to sign with the NFL. The Broncos have had several former Spring League players stick for many years. Mike Purcell, back in the day, he played in 2019 for the it was the Salt Lake City Stallions, another Stallions. That one was of the Alliance of American Football. He stuck around in Denver for a long time. Last year, the Denver Broncos had a couple of Spring League guys, Michael Bandy, Ben DiNucci, their long snapper, Mitchell Ferboni. He was a Spring League guy. Devontae Bosby, he stuck around in Denver for a little while, Spring League guy. Several other guys as well that I can't even think of. This is a good farming league for young players, guys that are kind of looking for that second shot, veterans who maybe haven't gotten that opportunity yet. In Tillman's case, it's quite interesting because he played spring football starting in 2022, but he came out of college in 2020, which I've said previously was a horrible year to come out of college because of COVID. Scouts couldn't go on the road. They couldn't get a fair look at players. So a lot of guys that came into the league in 2020 had to go into these spring leagues in order to really get an opportunity. Sal Cannella, the tight end for the Arlington Renegades, he was another example of a guy who came in 2020, probably would have gotten an opportunity as a late round pick or an undrafted free agent in any normal draft year, but not being able to send your scouts on the road and find these draft diamonds is really, really rough. And if you look at the college stats from Dondrea Tillman, he had 12.5 sacks in 2018 as a junior, 7.5 sacks as a senior, so a little bit of a downturn there, but still had 11.5 tackles for loss, 43 tackles for loss, and 30 sacks in his collegiate career. Last year, during the season for the Birmingham Stallions, 4 sacks, 32 tackles, just some height and weight on him. He's 6'3", 270 pounds. Aaron Wilson said defensive tackle. I'm more thinking defensive end, maybe hybrid edge rusher in the Broncos scheme. He's just a little bit small to play defensive tackle at the NFL level. I think that was maybe just kind of a Freudian slip there by Aaron Wilson, but maybe not. He primarily played a defensive end in five-man fronts for the Birmingham Stallions last year. So, overall, man, I think that Dondrea Tillman is another one of those guys that, if given the opportunity, he could stick. The Broncos are trying to bring in as much personnel and depth as they can on their defensive line, and Tillman has a really, really good opportunity here in Denver. All right, Broncos country, I am curious. What do you guys think of Dondrea Tillman if you guys watched the UFL last year? And do you feel like he could maybe be a factor in some capacity on this defensive line next year? Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well, subscribe, and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Let's see if we can get to 3,600 subscribers by the end of the week. I think it's very possible. All right, guys, and until next time, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.